Smarter marketing. Stronger results.
When you first enter the system, the first thing it's going to ask you to do is to set up your agent profile. You might as well go ahead and do this now, as every module in the system pretty much uses the agent profile. And if you go ahead and fill it out now, you won't need to do it later. It will just be used by each module that requires it. I've input the information on the screen. Now I'm going to add a logo and a photo just by clicking the add photo and the add logo. I've added a photo. Now let's just add a logo. Image. Wait for that to up, and that is uploaded. Now we're just gonna click save and continue, and then it'll take you to the screen to find out what your goals are. Thank you. Every time you enter the system, RESmartAgent AI is going to focus you on what your objective is. So it's asking you, what do you want to accomplish? Do you want to sell a property, find buyers, follow up with seller leads, find sellers, build your brand, or follow up with buyer leads? And everything that we do in this industry is typically going to be one of these 6 things. And if you notice here, the bottom left, you can skip this for now if you wanted to go into a specific module or something of that nature, or you can say, don't show me this again, and the screen won't come up again, but you can still enter the campaign module with the screen for it. It just won't come up automatically. Also down at the bottom, you see Help Center. There's a very extensive help center with many articles, there's tutorials, and there's guided paths for specific things. So let's go ahead and say we're going to sell a property. I just got a listing. I put it up with the MLS, and now I want to market that property. So let's go ahead and click sell a property, and it's going to further solidify what my goals are by asking me questions. What's your primary goal for this listing? Let's say sell fast. How should leads reach you? Now, this question is going to be how do I want to capture the leads from the various marketing assets that I'm going to create? Do I want them to just contact me directly? Do I want to create a QR code and a form? Do I want to just use form capture? Or do I want to use open house registration? So let's go ahead and click QR and form. Now it's asking me, where is the property in the listing journey? Let's just say we just listed it. What is the campaign style? Let's say luxury. And I'm gonna tell it to build my campaign plan. So what it's done for me is accumulated all of the modules that I'm going to need to create this marketing campaign. I create a listing website, capture leads from signers and flyers, create high converting property flyer, turn your listing into social content, automatically follow up with every lead, track performance across every channel, amplify reach with paid ads. And so it's asking me, your campaign is ready. Let's launch your next step. So I'm going to click on next step, and it's going to start with building a listing website. just a couple of things I'd like to add. If for some reason you weren't ready to continue this, or you wanted to come back to it, you can just go ahead and click Save to Hub, and it will save it to the hub. So let's go ahead and do that, and you'll see now I'm at the hub, and I can go ahead and click back in here where it says View Campaign, and I'm back to the campaign list. Okay, the first thing you see when you go into RESmartList, the property website builder, is you have the option of importing from a URL, paste the Zillow, Redfin, or MLS URL, and then we'll pull the address, price, photos, and description so that you can only edit the changes. Or you could enter everything manually. Typically, you will, if you are listing a site, a property, you've already inputted into the MLS. It is showing on Zillow. It is showing on your MLS. It is showing on your personal website. So the information is out there. So what this allows you to do is, if that website allows you to pull the information from it, and a lot of them don't, they prevent bots from scanning the site and pulling the information from it, and they have rules for it. But if you have a website, as far as I'm concerned, the information is my website, and so you're not going to do this for sites that are not yours. You just want to get the information that you've already input into a system. You just want to do it easily. So I'm going to show you both of these, but let's go ahead and start with import from URL, and I'll give you an idea of how that works. So I'm going to click on Start Importing, and so the first thing it's going to ask me to do is to put the listing URL. Now I am going to go over to Google, to Zillow, and just grab a URL of any listing that's up there, and just I'm gonna pause the video, go over to Zillow, and grab the URL. Okay, so I'm just going to paste the URL here, and I'm going to say import this listing. And what you'll find out is, like I said, Zillow and a lot of them don't allow you to do that. And it's telling you Zillow.com blocks automated imports. We couldn't reliably import this listing from that site. Some listing websites block automated imports. You can still enter the property details manually, paste the listing description, or upload your photos. And so we have three choices here. We can paste the listing description. This is recommended, which means I'm going to go over to the listing and I'm going to copy all of that information and then paste it in here. And then AI is going to parse the relevant information that I need for the website. I can enter the property details manually, which I could from that other screen. And I can upload your own photos. The thing here is that if the website, the URL that you're getting the information from, doesn't allow you to get the information from it automatically, you won't be able to upload photos. So you will need to upload those photos manually. Okay, I can go ahead and do that now, which we can do that later. So let's go ahead and say paste the description. I'm going to go back over to Zillow. I am going to just take all the information from this site. I'm going to copy all of this, all the facts and features. Let me show you how easy this is. Copy, and paste. And you see how it says parse with AI. So we're going to use AI to basically parse the relevant information out of here. Now we'll let it do its thing. And there you go. So as you can see it placed the address, the key stats on the property, the description that was in there. Looks good. You see here where it says edit before continuing. Here I would actually go ahead and look at it and edit it, and then I'll go ahead and click continue. And now it is asking me to pick photos to import. So we're going to skip this because, as I said, the website isn't going to allow us to do it, but we're going to add those later. So we'll just say skip photos for right now. And it says no photos important, generate listing. All right. Now from here, the listing was generated, and we just need to change it and refine it. But after I've done this, I can go into the next thing. I can create a flyer, landing page, create a QR code, add follow-up in the CRM. But we're going to do that. We're going to just go right down our campaign list. So I could, before I publish listing, let's open the editor. And you'll see here the URL is RESmartagenTai.com/app/listing, and then the property address. I'm gonna and then you can change this URL slug to anything that you want. Let's go ahead and take that off there, and I can just leave it at that. Save the URL. And the property overview, remember our goal, I said sell fast. The CTA is a soft capture. Site type standard. Smart mode is on. Now the visual theme. Light editorial, dark luxury, warm modern, natural, minimal, brand accent. You can go back and change this at any time, but I just let's go ahead and leave that for there, and I can change the accent colors on the site. But let's go ahead and leave that for now, or make it auto. And if I want to take a look at what it looks like now, I can click on this open preview. Oh, available, just because I got to save it first. So I have the first publisher listing. Let's go ahead and click publish. And now we can click open preview. And it's just basically the site again without photos because we haven't added anything there. So let's go back to the editor. Do you see how this did not pull in the features into this box? So I'm just going to go ahead and put those in. I'm going to click on AI extract. I'm going to that same information that I copied and pasted, I'm going to paste in there. I'm just going to say extract features and just let it work. Okay, so it's done. It gave me, based on the information that it parsed, it gave me 20 suggestions, and I can go through and I can accept or disregard any of these features that I don't happen to like. And if you see here, it put all the features under certain headings. So if you under outdoor living, there's certain features under outdoor living. Under energy efficient, there's features under energy efficient. There's certain features under kitchen. So there's about 8 or 9 different categories that will create features. So I'm just going to go ahead and say accept all of these. Okay. So I paused the video while I just clicked on accept for each one of these features. and it has all 20 of them now. And if I, for some reason, if I was doing this manually, there's a library of particular features that I can select and click on, and I can even add my own features if a feature isn't listed that I would like to see on the website. I can just click other and then name that particular feature. Now, this is a really good feature, location and directions. So there are different ways that I can put a map on the listing, the property listing. I can give it an exact property location. I can give it an approximate area, or I can hide the map completely. But just because I want to show you the capabilities of it, let's just go ahead and say exact property location, because I have the address. Show interactive map, show property address, show neighborhood name, and then show get directions button. All of those are clicked. And it's asking me now where I'd like to place this section. Let's just go ahead and leave it right now after property facts. And so I can put it before the description, after the description, before the gallery. But let's go ahead and leave it after property facts. And in this particular website, we're not going to put a lead form on there, but I went ahead and created a lead form in separate from this. And there's another video that just quickly shows you how to create a lead form. But if there's a lead form, you can pull down the drop down arrow and request any lead forms from your CRM. The lead form is how you're going to get name and information into your CRM. When people fill out the lead form, it's automatically going to go to your CRM. And then it's just asking me how I want to display this lead form. Inline, which is show form on the page, or a modal button, which is a button that opens the dialog. We can take a look at both. Let's go ahead and click on inline show form on the page, and then this is where I can change the appearance of the particular form. We won't go through that, but just so that you know, once you create the form, there are different things that you can do to change the appearance on the on the form. Now, for my listing photos, I can click on library or AI. So let's go ahead and click on that. And if I had listing photos already in here, I can just select them. I can upload from here. I can go to Pexels and do stock photos, or I can AI generate photos. But since this is my listing and we're not going to do any AI generated photos of that, I'm just going to go ahead and click drop photos here, or click to upload. I'm going to go to my listing photos, and I'm just going to upload each of the photos. All of the photos are uploading now, as you can see. And it automatically takes the photos and it compresses the photos there, so your web page will load very, very quickly. And you're not going to have a form on there and a call to action button and all of that stuff. But let's just go ahead and create a call to action button. We can always delete it. And so from here, I want to say schedule. A showing, and then the type of button is going to be request showing, and I'm just going to say add. And so now that's added to your site here. Now, if I wanted a custom domain such as mypropertyaddress.com, I would go ahead and click on either add your first domain or add domain. Now, one of the things I want to mention here is that you can use the same base domain or base URL for all of your flyers and your listing website or thank you pages. For instance, say it was 123mypropertylisting.com. So if I use that for the website, maybe in the flyer, I want to use my 123 property listing site.com /flyer 1 or flyer 2 or whatever it is I want to name that. But from that one base URL, I can create I can have the same URL for all of the different assets for this campaign. And every asset that I create inside of this campaign is going to be tracked with this campaign. Every lead form that's submitted, every QR code that's scanned, every click, every viewing, everything is going to be scanned with this campaign. So if I click on add your first domain, and let's say click on 123 my property site.com. I click on add domain. And what that's going to do here is, as I scroll down the page, I see here, I go to custom domains here, and it's going to tell me exactly what I need to do at my registrar's office to make sure that if I purchase a domain at GoDaddy.com, then I'm going to go ahead and change the CNAME record, the name and the value in my DNS settings. And then once I do that over at GoDaddy.com, I'm just going to say verify DNS. And then once it notices that domain is there and is pointing to the right place, then when people type in that domain name, they'll be leading to your property asset. And also in the help, there's complete instructions giving you an idea on how to do this at GoDaddy.com or Namecheap.com, but they're all basically the same thing. Once you find the DNS settings of wherever you have your domain name, it's all basically the same thing, but this is the information that you're going to use in order to register to have that custom domain. And also, we're not going to do this in this website, but if you wanted to embed a custom integrations like booking and scheduling, a live chat module, your social feed from Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, you can put those on the site itself. So for booking and scheduling, if you have like Calendly or some other custom booking feature or Google or one of those, that allows you to have a button, or you can place the booking feature on the site and have people schedule right there based on your schedule, based on your booking schedule. And then here for marketing connections, you can go directly to these specific modules to do other things. Now I'm going to scroll back up here. And I'm just going to make sure I save the features there, save the form settings there. Okay, and when you click edit, now you can put in your headline and your description information. If you don't like what is already there, you can really hone it down here. So click on Save Changes under the listing settings. Then go ahead and view live. Write in all of your amenities, description, photos. If I click on the Get Directions button, it takes me to there to get directions. And remember that request property showing a form that we did. It just went ahead and stick it down there. But if I'm going to schedule a showing, I probably don't even want that, right? And then because they're going to put in their information here, and once they put in the information, that's going to go direct to my CRM. But I just did that to show you that you can create any form and put on the site, or where I had it here, you can have it actually on the website itself. Now let's play with the look of that. Let us go back to the editor and let's change that to dark luxury. Save theme. View live. See how I changed it? And of course, we would need to change that for the theme. Okay. I can go back, and so you can just go ahead and play with the different settings. Neutral, minimal. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Just to give you an idea. Of course, you can go through the photos. And we'll go back to the editor. The great thing about a property website is that it gives you control. Your property at the MLS or Zillow, those are not things that you control. You can't control the leads that come through. You can't control the marketing through those. They're just there and they're great. But being able to direct your marketing is what smart real estate agents do. So for instance, from this form, let's click on schedule a showing. Let's on let's say my name at myname.com. And phone in this particular case is optional. Let's go ahead and send the request. Okay, you're on our radar. Now watch this. If I go into my CRM, here, you see the request property showing here. That's the lead form that I created. But if I go up to, let's look at the contacts, you'll see the contact here. And if I click on this here, it opens up the contact and gives me the information. It has a lead score of 0 because they haven't done anything yet after this. But if I wanted to compose an email to them, I could do that from here. Just send them a short email. Let's go back to contacts. And if I want to check here and say I want to send this contact a postcard, I can go and click on send postcards and it'll take us over to the mail module, and I can just mail them a postcard. Now this is essentially the RESmartAgent AI, the property listing website module, and we'll go back over here. Thank you, and then next we will do it manually. Okay, we are back in RESmartList, and now we're going to create a property website manually. So I'm just going to click on enter manually, and I'm going to enter the information in the street address, listing price, and so on and so forth. And what I'm going to do is, because I want the map feature to show up, I'm going to use a address that is real, but everything about that property is not going to be real. So I just went to Zillow and got an address, and we'll go ahead and put in the information here, and I'm going to pause the video while I do that. Okay, so I put in all the information, the acres, the lot size, bedrooms, bathrooms, single family, and the address. Click on Next Agent Info. And remember what I said, by completing the information in the beginning, it helps out now. But because you're creating this listing site manually, this is the one place where it does not, the agent information does not automatically come through. So we'll just fill that in. We click Next Marketing. And we'll go ahead and input the property headline and information. So I'll go ahead and pause the video right at the moment. Okay, I took the time to fill this out, but let's just go over what I put in there. Under property headline, you notice it's optional. Smart mode will generate one if left blank. So if you leave this blank, based on the other information that you put in, it will create a headline for you. Top selling points, you want to list those one per line. Custom designer finishes, private luxury setting, smart home technology, exceptional curb appeal. There's more architectural modern estate. Let us put that down there. Again, it's supposed to be line by line. Floor to ceiling glass walls. And panoramic mountain and valley views. Resort style infinity pool, indoor outdoor living design, chef's gourmet kitchen, luxurious primary retreat, neighborhood highlights, and that's optional. But I put access to shopping and dining, outdoor recreational opportunities, nearby golf courses, strong sense of community, convenient commuter access, open space preservation, stunning natural landscapes. And under marketing tone, there's a drop down. I selected luxury, aspirational, evocative, refined. And under ideal buyer, I selected luxury buyer. But you do have several choices. And AI uses all of these in what it creates. And under site type, I had standard, premium, showcase, funnel, or brand builder. But so this is going to be a premium showcase. Primary goal is attract luxury buyers. I have several options here. But since I'm selling a luxury home, I want to attract luxury buyers. And lead capturing mode, I have several choices here. And I went with schedule showing. And then I'm just going to click on publish listing site. So it takes it brings the site up. Essentially, the site is published, but it's without any information. And I'll show you what that looks like. So here, the base of the site is there, but there's a lot that is not there. So we are going to go in. We're going to go back. I just wanted to show you what that looked like. And we're going to say edit. So we're going to click on edit. And then we're going to go ahead and the headline is there. We're going to go in and put in a short property description. And then a longer description. We're going to click on Save Changes. And just take a look at the next section here. Features and amenities. So there is nothing added yet. And so just to demonstrate, I can either add in the features. So for instance, the feature name would be Chef's Kitchen, but that would be under if I clicked on kitchen, then that category would be kitchen, and then I might write Chef's Kitchen or granite countertops or double ovens or anything of that nature that goes under kitchen. And then I would just click a plus and add that feature to the set. Then I go under any of these and list a category, and then whatever I want in that category, and hit plus. I could do that one by one. Let me show you something very cool. If I go ahead and you see down here, I can actually enter features separated by commas under a particular category. So for instance, if I click here and go to kitchen, and then I enter the features here, separated by commas, click the plus sign, it added all of those features under kitchen. And I'm going to pause the video and then just do the rest of the features. Okay, so I went through and just added in all the features under each section. And as I said, all I did was take the features separated by commas under each of the headings here. And even under other, I have things like great room concepts, soaring ceilings, floating staircases, home office potential, things that don't necessarily fall under one of the other headings. Okay, and under location and directions, this is the map that I can either turn on or turn off and save. So let's turn the map on because I want the map to be displayed. That's why I use the real address. Show interactive map, show property address, show neighborhood name, show get directions button. And I basically have three options that I can use under privacy. The exact property location, but if there's some reason why you don't want to show the exact property location, you can show the approximate area, or you can hide the map altogether. And again, I can decide where I want to put it. Do I want to put it before the gallery, after the description, before the description? I like to put it after the property facts. And under lead form, I'm not going to use that because we're going to use the listing button, a showing button on there. And I'm just going to upload listing photos. I have various options. I can upload from my library here. If I had photos that were already uploaded, I could use that. I could AI generate photos. I could Pexels, which is free stock photos. I can click on Pexels and search for whatever type of photo that I'm looking for. But let's just go ahead and cancel that. Or I can just click on either upload from here, or I can click right in here where it says drop photos here, or click to upload. So I'm going to click that, and then I'm just going to upload these photos. Okay. And you see they're uploading now. Okay, now I can choose either of these as the cover. And let's go ahead and choose this one as the cover. Now, I want you to notice something. When I hover over a photo, you see the thing that's enhanced. Very, very cool feature. So if I click on enhance, there are different things that I can do with that photo. I can the twilight luxury, blue sky boost, warm window glow, clean and bright interior, lawn and landscaping boost, cinematic contrast, high end. These are just AI photo enhancements that you can apply. And so if I wanted to, this is really already a dusk or a twilight. No, let's just go ahead and do that. But just say that these are different photo enhancements that you can do to any of your photos on the platform. Let's go back here. Let's go down. And we're going to use the CTA button. Let's just say schedule a showing. And the type of button is going to be a request showing. And I'm just going to add that. And it's going to add it to the property site. Make sure there's nothing I didn't save. You do want to make sure that every section that you did, you save the changes if it allows you to do so, to make sure you keep all of the features. These are embedded integrations. If for some reason I had a booking service that I connected to the platform, it's very easy to do. If you use Calendly or Cal or any of the other type of booking platforms, you can take that code and put it in here and put that on your website, and then people can book from your schedule right from the site. I can put a live chat feature on here. Talk.to is one that has a free one that you can sign up with, and once you get that information, you can connect that so that you can connect that to your site. You can, any of your social feeds from Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, you can connect those social feeds to the site. And let's just go back up. And we're pretty much done there. Oh, before we view this, there's one thing I wanted to show you, and this is your custom domains. So if you look up top, it provides you with a domain name, the URL /app/listing, and then whatever you put in here. You can put that, typically the address of the property, but that's just a long address. But if you don't have a custom domain, you have something that can be shown on the internet and something that can be shown with a link. If you would like a custom domain, then all you do is just go down here to custom domains. And it actually explains to you the particular domain that you can use. So you're going to click Add Domain. I have already done this, which is why it says pending. But what you would do is click Add Domain. It brings you to this. You put in the domain that you want, and then these are the instructions to go to your registrar, like GoDaddy or Namecheap, and you're just going to put in this information in the DNS. There is a very well documented in the help files how to give you some examples on how to do that with GoDaddy and Namecheap. But essentially, all the registrars are the same. Once you get to the DNS feature, all you're going to do is just add this, come back here, and then click Verify DNS. And it could take a few minutes to a couple of hours to a day for it to actually connect to that domain. But that's all you do to have a custom domain. And one thing I like to explain is, if you had a custom domain like 123mainstreet.com and you use that for the listing site, you can use that same URL for flyers, for landing pages. You would just have 123mainstreet.com /flyer1 or /flyer2 or / whatever you want to call the flyer, and same thing with your landing pages. That way you can use the same base URL for everything that you do inside of this campaign. Now let's go ahead and click on View Live. And there you have it. Pretty simple to do one by one, right? Very simple. And if I went back and I said edit, I can change the visual theme, the accent colors on the website, or change anything you like. So let's click on dark luxury and go back up to View Live. And now you can see the difference in the site. And that's how you create a property website manually. Okay, this is an addendum to the full walkthrough video that we did of the RESmartAgent AI site. And I think it's important to point out a couple of really key features in here that we really didn't get enough time to really spend on, but I think that are very important. So first, let's go ahead and look at the site the way it is now. So if I go here and click on View Live, we can scroll through the site and see what it looks like. Read more, read less. Okay, and so that's what we're looking at now. So let's go back over to the editor, and what I really want to focus on is this. There's two particular sections. If you go up here and you click on edit, it opens up features that you can edit. And what I want you to pay attention to is this section here called site configuration. And then if you scroll down, this section here called call to action buttons. We're going to talk about how they're different, how they are the same, and how they work together to do some really amazing things. So if I scroll back up here, and inside the site configuration, you'll see site type, you'll see goal, and you'll see CTA mode. Goal tells RESmartAgent AI what type of buyer you are targeting. CTA mode tells RESmartAgent AI what action you want visitors to take. So for instance, if I clicked on the drop down for goal and selected general, and then maybe I chose gated details. Or if I use general and then use direct contact. Or I said my goal is luxury buyers, and then I chose schedule showing. But what I'd like to do is to show you something very, very cool. You see the site type standard? Watch this. You saw what the standard looked like. Now let's click on Premium Showcase. And let's click Save Changes. And let's go to View Live. You see how it changed the site? Completely different makeup. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's go back and let's click on Edit again. Scroll down to Site Configuration and click on Brand Builder. Let's click on Save Changes. Click on View Live. And you see how it changed the custom site. Isn't that cool? That is very cool. Actually get directions. Okay, let's go back and let's click on Edit again. You always have to click on Edit to open these up so that you can alter the various things. And the last one, let's click on Funnel. This one's really fun. So if I click on Live, View Live, check that out. Is that cool or what? Okay, let's go back. Now let's scroll down to Custom CTA or Call to Action buttons. Now let's create a custom CTA button. But before I do that, I want to make sure that you understand that when no custom CTA buttons are added, RESmartAgent AI automatically generates CTA messaging based on your goal and CTA mode and selection. So if I don't say what I want the button to be called or how I want that to look, it is going to generate the call to action based on what I chose here. We have to click on Edit again. 1 second. It's gonna generate the based on the site direction, the goal, and the CTA mode if I don't have anything stated right here in the call to actions. So let's go ahead and say I want the button label to say call me ASAP. Okay, and let's click on, let's say, request showing. Let's click add. Okay, now if we scroll back up, even though I have these listed the way I have them, watch what happens when I click on View Live. If you scroll down, you see here how the button changed. So again, let us go back. If you do not have anything here, well, let me go back up here and click on Edit again. So just repeat, if you do not have anything in the call to action section. Like if I click the delete button here, that's gone. And it will show exactly based on the information that you have in the site configuration showing. So it'll show that CTA information. So just to reiterate, kind of like a best practice, you're going to use the site configuration when you want RESmartAgent AI to handle CTA messaging automatically. You're going to use the custom CTA buttons when you want complete control over what your call to action looks like. So in closing, if you ever want AI generated call to action messaging again, simply remove all the CTA buttons that you have here, and RESmartAgent AI will automatically use the goal and CTA mode settings that you have selected up top here. Okay, thank you for watching. Back to the campaign and click View Campaign. You see that we have completed the first step. Whether or not you created the property website manually or with a URL, that step is completed. Take us down to the next step, which is capture leads from signage and flyers. Attract QR code for yard signs, open houses, and all print materials. So here is where we're going to go into the QR code feature and create our QR code. So we're just going to click next step. And we're now in the create new QR code. So we're just going to go ahead and name the QR code. Okay, let's call this flyer Open House 4120 Ice House Way. The same as our property ad address. And as a campaign tag, let's just say open house. And under document type, meaning when that QR code is scanned, what do I want to happen? I can have it go to a lead form, which I created. I can have it go to an external URL. I can send them to some website, or I can send them to anything when they scan that QR code. It can be right in the CRM capture. So when they scan that code, it'll ask for their information. That information will go directly into the CRM. I can to send it to a property page. I can which we just created already. I can have it call the number. So if they scan it with their phone, the number will actually come up on their call, and they can just press send to make the phone call. I can send it to an mail address, and it'll open up the email that's on their phone, and they can just type an email. We can text back and forth, just plain text, so that when they scan it, they will see some type of a message. Or custom, and custom allows you to do a lot of different things with destination codes, and if you're doing advertising and that sort of thing. But let's just go ahead and let us do CRM capture and paste the URL of any capture or campaign page. Well, okay, let us do just a lead form, And then I select the form that I already created. Right? And this is the destination. This is an internal URL that leads to this particular form. And it's auto-filled when you select the lead form above. And where it says active, that means that it's currently scannable. If I didn't want that QR code to work, I would just toggle the switch off, and that QR code would not work when someone scans it. This is a great feature, our postcard mailing module. If I turn this on, after I'm done saving this, it'll automatically take me over to the postcard, and it'll carry the QR code with me, so that when I design the postcard, the QR code that it puts on the postcard will be the QR code that I've set up for this campaign. So when those postcards are mailed out and someone scans it, it does whatever I set up that QR code to do. But here I can change the appearance of the QR code, the background color, the foreground color, but I'm just going to leave it like it is and click create QR code. So if you were to scan this QR code, it should open up a form that you complete, and when you complete the form, it automatically sends that information into the CRM, and that lead is captured right into your marketing funnel. And just to show you some other things, again, I can click on here and send it directly to Postcards. If you look down, it has some AI recommendations. One recommendation is to link this QR code to a lead form for automatic contact capture, which we just talked about. 2, print on listing flyers and open house materials for best results. Or 3, add a campaign label to track performance across marketing channels. So when every asset that you create, you can attach it to a specific campaign. So we've already created this. I can download this in a PNG file and upload it and put it in anything that I want to. And it just takes me back to the QR code. Now, if I go back to the hub and go ahead and click on view the campaign, or I can resume your last campaign here, either one of those two will work. You will see that the QR code one has been completed, and the next step is to create a high converting property flyer. So let's go ahead and click on next step. And now it's asking me, what is the goal of this flyer? Sell a property, generate seller leads, build your brand, promote a special offer, promote an open house, generate business leads, farm a neighborhood, or start from scratch. So I can use any of these templates, or I can start completely from scratch. For our particular purposes for this campaign, it would either be sell a property, or a property listing flyer, or promote an open house. Let's go ahead and click promote an open house. And truth be told, you would probably do both of these. You create a property flyer, and you'd also promote a open house. But let's go ahead and do this. And now, do I want open house bright, or open house modern, or a blank canvas? Let's go ahead and click open house modern and click start designing. So it's showing me the basis of the flyer information here. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in a picture. Before I do that, let me go ahead and show you around. First, if you look over here on the left, this is your content that you can add to the flyer. And if you look up here where it says print or digital? Do I want to focus on a print version of the flyer or a digital version of the flyer? And it changes the dimensions a bit. The digital version of the flyer will allow me to have a link that I can post anywhere in social media. I can run ads to. That's what makes this more powerful. So not only can I create a PDF version that I can print, but I can also have an online flyer like a web page. So and the flyer could be for anything. In this particular case, it'll be for an open house. And like I said over here, here is your content. So you have your different hero layouts. So I can have this as a single photo, a 2-photo split, a 3-photo, or a 4-photo. Put in my property details, agent info, QR lead capture, CTA section, and branding strip. I can also, with these buttons here, I can add images, text, shapes, QR code, any other kind of a CTA button, features section. I can add the different locations. I am not going to go through and do this completely just for the sake of brevity, but I am going to show you around here. At the top right here, you're in sections. If you click on here, these are layers. So I can turn on and off a specific layer. So if I click that hero overlay turned off, and now it's back on again. If I click the open house text, that took me to the props, and from here, when I clicked on that means that I can change that. I can drag this anywhere on the flyer. This is the actual positioning that's on here. I can move the different things to the right and to the left or up and down, or I can just take this and I can drag it and move it. Here is my text here for that particular text box. This is data. So this, you're going to put in the various the property information and that sort of thing. The agent information, which is already in here because we filled it out previously, so it just transferred here. And so let's go ahead and do that. So I put in the data on the house in here under data here, and as you see, it changed it on the flyer. And then I want to make sure I just click Save Draft. So it saves the information. Okay, back under the sections here. Let's go ahead and click on this hero image here. It's a single photo hero image that is there. So all I'm doing is just going to click in it there. And you see how this changed over here. It allows me to search for images. So if I go ahead and click on select image, I don't want that one. So let's go ahead and, since I don't have those uploaded here, I can go ahead and select a different one. Select image, let's go to upload. Let's upload one of these pictures. Let's choose this one here. Click on use image. And now I have that image in the flyer. Everything you see here just needs to be changed around, like this text here. To show it all, I'm just going to click and drag that one. So where I have the whole thing showing, I can move this up slightly. Like I said, everything is, you can click and drag. everything that's on there. Okay. And you see here this spot where the QR code, again, if you go back over to the sections, that's actually what this section is, this one right here. So when you click on that, let's create another one. So here you see how it put this one here, another QR code section, but let's go ahead and delete that because we don't need it. But I just want to show you how that actually worked. And you see how it added more, because this is an online flyer, digital flyer. You see how it added more space automatically to the document itself. And you see this where it says canvas. If I click on that, I can change that canvas size here. See how it's changing? So if I need more space, I can change the width or the length of the canvas any way I want to. That's what's great about creating an online asset, because you're not limited like you are by designing a paper flyer. You can basically add and create and just about anything that you want. So let's go back over to the sections, and I'm going to click on this QR code. And remember the QR code that we just created? I can go ahead and these are my options for creating a QR code. So I can go ahead and choose the particular QR code, and it input that QR code that I chose that we created before this right here. And I want to, I'm not going to add or create or change anything to the flyer. I'm just gonna add some stuff on the page so you know how it's done. Again, if I wanted to add a text box, I just click on it and boom, a text box is added. I click in it, and then the text here, I can change the font color. I can change the style, bolded, embolded, and the left or the right or the middle. Let's go back over to sections here. Let's click on shape. I can add different shapes to the flyer. Image. So when I click on image and I click in here, this shows up here. So when I click select image, again, I can upload an image. I can take an image that's already in here. I can click on pixels and I can search for a realtor in front of a Tudor home. Let's see what it comes back. And so I can select any of these pictures. I can AI generate. So I can say realtor in front Tudor home in the rain. Photorealistic, cinematic, editorial, lifestyle. I can, if I click optimize the prompt, it will create a much better prompt for me. And there's a much better prompt. And these are some subject ideas that I can use. I want it 4x3. I just want one. Let's generate one image. And voila. I actually stopped it. It took about 30 to 40 seconds to generate the image. But I can just go ahead and click on use image. Well, actually here, 1 second. So we just click on the image and then click use image. And boom, that image is on there in the flyer. That's how easy it is to create online assets, online flyers. And the beautiful part about it is when somebody scans that QR code right here, they will open up a form, they will put their name, email, and phone number, and boom, they're automatically added to your CRM. Now, I'm going to click Save Draft and then Publish. And again, I can have any kind of a flyer slug that I want to that's going to be at the end of it. If I had created a custom domain already, I could use that custom domain, or I can even create one here. Just right in this article here. I can add in, again, the same integrations that I could on the property website, booking and scheduling integrations, live chat features, and social feeds from there. But let's go and click Publish Flyer, and let's go ahead and click View Flyer. And that is your online flyer that you created. And this web address here gives you a lot of power in what you can do in marketing this listing. Thank you for watching. Back at the hub, I can either click Resume Your Last Campaign, or I can view this active campaign. Let's get up when you resume the last campaign. Now it takes me to the next step. You see how it automatically, once you've created an asset or saved an asset, doesn't mean you can't go back and create another asset for the same campaign. But once you've created at least one, it takes you and leads you down to the next step. And this next step is turning your listing into social content. So let's go ahead and start the next step. And again, I can either write it manually, or I can use AI Assist to write it for me. Let's go ahead and try AI Assist. So it's going to lead you right through first of all, it's going to lead you right through the steps. And let's title the post Luxury Open House. And that's just for your particular purposes. So we want to promote a listing, open a house. So let's click on Open House. The tone, we'll say luxury. Target audience is luxury buyers. Let's say the goal is to schedule a tool. Location market is, let's say, Granite Bay, California. And where it says the description, I am essentially just going to type in, write a post about an open house with the following description. And I just took the description that I used already for this house and put it in there. And I'm clicking Facebook. So if I just want a Facebook post, I would just click Facebook. If I want a LinkedIn, and let's just do those three. So I'm going to add sources. And under sources, I can add in text like I added before. I can provide a URL, YouTube video, anything in social media like a post in Facebook, any notes, any documents that I want to upload or an image that I wanted to interpolate. And so first of all, I'm going to add a URL, and it's the URL of the listing site that we created with the same information. And then I'm going to add text. I'll just have that same text that I just added previously. Okay. And if I had a video, so it'll take all of these sources and it'll create posts for me. So let's just say generate posts. Let's just wait for that. Boom, and that's done. So tell me what the source summary was, basically what it pulled from. Let's add an image. So let's click here and let's go ahead, and I think this is the image that we did. Let us go ahead and let's just go back to upload. And let's pick a different. Okay, I like this image. Let's go ahead and pick that same image, even though we had already had it uploaded. Click on it, click on use image. And now that image is here, I can change the image. And you see what it did? It optimized it for every platform. It optimized it for an Instagram post, optimized the image for an Instagram story, a Facebook post, LinkedIn post, Twitter post, and a Pinterest pin. That's amazing. So now I've got all the photos I need for any of those platforms. I have the body of the text. It gives me the call to action that I can use for the post. It gives me the hashtags that I can use. If I click on Instagram, again, it gives me the same information, the body, the caption, the CTA, the hash bar, and all I have to do is just copy and paste into my social media, already done for me. That is fabulous. And if you read down, the AI actually acts as your social media posting coach. So it tells you for what we're doing here, what the best time to post. Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m. local for initial awareness. Saturday, 8:30 to 10 a.m. local as a same day reminder. Luxury buyers tend to plan weekend routes. Thursday to Friday, and check feeds again before heading out. Ad potential works well as paid for awareness and event traffic because the hook is specific. Saturday, blah, 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 blah. The expected performance of the ad, organic versus boosted. It gives you an idea on whether or not to just let it roll or to boost it. Audience targeting. It actually tells you if you're actually running an ad. It's actually giving you who to target in Facebook. That is unbelievable. The CTA advice: keep the CTA singular and low friction. Schedule a private tour as the primary ask, and so on and so forth. And then I just click next, deliver, and we're done. I can download everything here as a contact pack. So if I click on download, it'll download all the photos, all the posts and the captions and stuff. Or I can download the images all at once. So I can download the pack, I can download the images, I can copy the full post, meaning I go one by one and then copy the full post caption and CTA and hashtags, and just go ahead and take that to my social media. I can copy each particular section one by one. So you have a lot of options here. And at some point down the road, we're going the next upgrades is going to be to make this automatic, so it'll automatically go to those particular social media sites. But right now, this is simple enough. Took you minutes to do this to all the different platforms that you want to, just like that. Thank you for watching. Back at the hub, I can either resume the last campaign, or I can view any current active campaign. And since I only have one, either one of these would work. So let's just click on resume the last campaign. And now we're whittling down the list, and now I'm down at automatically follow up with every lead. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into RESmart CRM, and we're going to generate AI written sequences that nurture leads from first inquiry to signed offer. So go and click on next step, and we're here inside of email sequences in the CRM module. So I have the choice to create the sequence of emails using AI or manual setup. What do you think I'm going to choose? I'm certainly going to not write a bunch of emails manually. So I'm going to click on generate with AI. And my audience are, let's see here. My audience are buyers. It's not open house visitor because they didn't necessarily go to the open house, or maybe they did, but let's just say buyers. The goal is to follow up, nurture, re-engagement, appointment booking, listing consult, property interest, and so on and so forth. So under audience, I am going to, this one is going to be listing inquiry because they inquired on the listing from the property website and from the flyer. Open house flyer. Under here, I am going to say the goal here is going to be appointment booking. Here. And I'm just going to put in the name in the market area, and I'll be right back. So I filled in the agent name, the company name, market area, DRE number, and let me just tell you what I wrote in here. The main thing that I wrote here, and this is what I want you to focus on, is write a 5 email sequence to be sent one day apart, targeting leads that have scanned the QR code or submitted a form for a showing of the property listed at 4120 Ice House Way, Roseville, California, 95747. And then all I did is paste that long description information that I use for the listing site and the flyer right in there. So I wanted to draw information from that. So I'm just going to click generate 5 email sequence, and I'm going to pause the video while it does that. That took less than a minute to generate these 5 emails. And what's so powerful is that every time a lead is added through that campaign, through the CRM, they're going to get this email one day apart. And if you go ahead and hover over the particular email and click on the pencil, it tells you exactly what the email is. So it will take the person's first name and it'll just substitute it and put it right in there. This is the first email. Starts at day 0, meaning the day that is added to the record, they're going to get this email. Thanks for reaching out via the QR form from about 4120 Ice House Way, blah, 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 blah. If you'd like to see it in person, I currently have a few easy windows to work with. Isn't that great? And then If there's something about the email that you don't like, you can go in and alter it and then update that particular step. And so you want to go through and check each step to make sure that everything says what you want it to say. This is just fabulous. How much time did this take you to do? Hardly any. Thank you for watching. Okay, back at the hub, we're going to go back into the campaign and see what's left. The next step here is track performance across every channel: Analytics Hub, QR scans, form submits, and lead activity unified in one in a one-time dashboard. And basically, this is just taking you to the Analytics Hub, where it will show you how many CRM events you had, how many form submits this campaign had, how many QR scans, how many unique modules that are there that this makes up, how many different event types. And it's going to go through and actually list every time your flyer was viewed, every event that happened in this campaign. You are going to see it, and your job is to monitor this, to monitor essentially how that campaign is doing compared to other campaigns, maybe for the same properties, maybe different properties. The idea is to give you eyes and ears and knowledge in being able to spend your dollars more effectively and market more effectively. This is the Analytics Hub. Okay, back in the hub, we're going to go back into the campaign, and you see this last step. This is a manual step. It's nothing that you're going to do in here, but you're going to take the assets that you created in the social module, because there's a button there that says that you can click a paid ad version, and that entire module is set up, as I said, it's going to be completely automated. But right now, in creating an ad, you're just going to take the assets, the post and the pictures, and just upload the ad, the information into your ad in the various social medias. So that's why this is here, to remind you of that. And for Facebook, you shouldn't have to spend more than $5 to $10 a day targeting the right ad, and the social post gives you the targeting on who to target for that particular purpose. So that's all done for you. All you have to do is just go and do it. Thank you for watching this walkthrough, and next we're going to be talking about the actual hub itself. Okay, let's look at the RESmartAgent model. RESmartAgent is where you can create landing pages for whatever it is that you want to create landing pages for. Let's say, for instance, that the QR code that we created, you wanted that to go to a landing page that you created for whatever reason, or the open house form, the open house flyer that we created. When people either scan the QR code or they click a call to action button on there, you want that to go to a landing page instead of just something else. When they submitted their form, after they submit the form, if you want to send them to a landing page that you created for further nurturing, you can do that also. So if you just click on create your first page, it gives you certain templates: home evaluation, open house registration, a buyer guide download, seller lead page, a thank you page, or a blank canvas that you can go ahead and create the flyer from scratch. But let me just click on the open house registration page. And again, everything that you click on here is completely movable. So this is the image placeholder. Let's go ahead and click on that. Click on choose image. And let's click on this image again. So now I have that image. I can change the text on here. The template, put a form in there, but I could delete that form and put something else there. I can add image. You see how these things are placed. If you click on these upper and down arrows here, you can move them. You see how it moved the form up? And move that one up. Let's move the form up again. Let's move the form up again. Let's move the form up again. Okay, actually put it over the hero section. So let's move this back down. Click on here. Okay, but in here I can submit a lead form that I created. I can put that on the form. Again, I can put text on here. You see, this is the text that I created, and then I would just move that text box wherever wherever on the form I wanted it. Agent info, if I want to put the agent info down on the form, I have that here. Okay. With my information. If I wanted to integrate, again, booking form here, I can do that here. But let's go ahead and delete that. So, and it actually put it there to where I can click on it and I can go ahead and put some type of booking information. But let's go ahead and delete that. Okay. If I have any testimonials that I want to add, let's go ahead and delete that there. Okay. I can add images, hero sections, and that sort of thing. But let's go ahead and click on Save Draft, and let's click on Publish. And again here, just like before, I can add a custom slug for the URL. I can add a custom URL to the site, but let's just go ahead and click Publish. Let's click on View Live. And that's how easy it is to create a landing page. Now, I could have gone through and made this look really nice and pretty and colorful and this sort of thing, but I just wanted to show you how simple and quick it is to create a landing page. And I have a URL again that I can run ads to it, I can run posts to it, I can post it on social media, whatever I want to create this page for, I can do. Okay, this is going to be a complete walkthrough of the mail module, RESmartAgent AI. Out of all the modules on the platform and all the modules that we're going to be adding to the platform, this has to be one of my favorite ones, and it's because it blends the digital world with the physical world. With all the digital marketing that we do, we still need those things that connect us to the physical world, to people, and this is perfect for marrying that. So we're going to do a complete walkthrough. So let's go ahead. I'm in the mail module now. I've already put money in my wallet, and there's another video, short video, that shows you how I did that. It's really easy. But I'm going to go ahead and click on New Campaign, and it's going to ask me how do I want to start. Do I want to start from a template? Do I want to create a card from scratch? Do I want to create a card from a listing or create a card from a flyer? Let's go ahead and start from a template first. And you see there's quite a number of templates. So for instance, if I have a new listing and I want to farm the area around that listing. And so I might want to use, let's say, maybe this one here, the luxury exclusively represented. So I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna scroll down, and I'm going to give the mailing a name. Let's just say 123 Main Street Listing Farm, just to call it something. And we'll go ahead and click on next, and now it's going to take me to the size of the postcard that I want to mail. So we'll go ahead and click on 6x9, click next, and now it's going to take me to that particular card, and you see the front of it and the back of it. So when I mail, it's going to actually merge the property address right here. And I can do other things. This is a complete editor. So I can add headlines, text. So I've just click on headline. I can add a headline there. I can't see that, but I can change the color of that. Okay, just list it in, and whatever else I want to add in there. I can add a logo. Let's go ahead and delete that. I can add a logo, and in this case, let's add this logo. Click on it, use this image. Make that logo, paste that anywhere. In any event, there's a lot of things that I can do to create the card. I can change out this image if I want to. So let's click here. Let's pick from library. Let's just pick this image here. Okay. Or if this was wasn't a postcard about my listing, I could use I can upload photos. I can pick from what's in the media library. I can say pixels, and let's see here, modern Tudor home. And then I can find, or I can AI generate a listing just by describing what it is I want to. Tell what style I want, and the size I want the photo, and how many I want, and then click generate the images, and it will generate the images for me, and then I will just select those images. But let's go ahead and do this, and you can see if you click on the back of the photo, you'll want everything in the green mark here. So I would just move these things here and move the QR code here. Now, this QR code doesn't go to anywhere, but I can redirect this QR code right here to a custom URL. or I can select a QR code that I've created, such as one that I've created in the QR code module. So let's go ahead and select one that I created. Okay, and so now I just selected the QR code to my campaign. So now when that postcard is mailed out and they scan that code to give their information or to take them to the website or whatever it is that I'm sending them, their information will be recorded in the CRM. And so we have that. Let's just go ahead and click next. And now I have the ability to send to contacts that are in my CRM. Or I got a list from my title company of the farm around that home. And so I can just go ahead and click on well, first I can click on manual add, so I can actually add the names in. You can send as few as one postcard or as many as you like. Let's click on CSV import, and I'm going to upload a CSV file with the data that I have in it. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay. So I have a list of fake data here, and we'll go ahead and open, and it is going to have me match the fields in my file to the fields that are in the mail module. So first name, last name, address, line 1, city, state, so zip code, and their match. I don't need email and phone. I'm only looking for the address. But if these didn't match this, I would just click the down arrow and select the field that matches this field here, and I'm going to say import 40. Okay, so now those names and addresses are imported. Now I can send, I'm just going to click on who I want to send. I can send them all this mail, or I can just send a few of them the mail. Let's just go ahead and do this for right now. Click on next. And it's creating my tracking QR, which is auto attached to it. And it gives me my campaign name, the postcard, how many recipients I am sending. And then I'm going to continue to quote. And I can send that standard mail, which could take anywhere from 14 to 21 days to get there, because it's USPS and it's whenever they decide to deliver the mail. If you care about speed and it doesn't matter when it gets delivered, then you want to do first class, which is 5 to 10 days for mailing, and then just pay from the wallet. And it deducted that amount from the amount that I had in my wallet. And then I can submit for proof. Payment is confirmed. Send the design to Postcards so they can generate a printable proof for your review. So I would just submit the proof, and then they would send me the proof back. Okay. And now let's go to, there's 3 ways. I can click here, go back to campaigns, or I can on the menu here, go back to the dashboard, go back to campaigns. But let's just go ahead and click that, and let's just create a new campaign. So this time, let's create a campaign from a listing. So we go ahead and click on create from listing. I can pick whatever listing that I want to choose, and it will grab one of the images from that listing campaign. And so I click next. Let's mail this. So it already given a name. Click next. Let's do 6 by 9 again, and boom. So it wouldn't grab the photo from that particular listing. And again, you have all the same the editing features as before. And again, I can select that are in my database, or I can upload a file. So let's just go ahead and upload. I'm sorry, let's just go ahead and pick a couple people from the database. Go and click next. Again, it's giving me all the information on the campaign. Continue to quote. And boom, again, you're going to submit for proof, and it will send proof before it is mailed out. So the flyers are printed and mailed out. Now let's go ahead and go back. Let's click on new campaign. And this time let's create from a flyer that I've created in RESmart Flyer module. So I'm just going to go ahead and select one of the flyers. Let's select this open house or this just listed flyer. Again, I'm going to name this flyer name this campaign. I'm going to go ahead and click next. Let's choose 6x9 again. Okay. And it pulled that obviously that flyer is from the same campaign. But as I said, I can go in and if I click on set on like that image, I can go ahead and change that. I can again, let's pick one from the library, and let's just pick this one. And now I just changed the image. Okay. And then I would just adjust everything. And again, I wanted to make sure that you show that you want everything in this green. And because it took it from a flyer, there was no address on the flyer, so it didn't pull that information there. So what I would do here, I would just create a text box here. And then I'd go ahead and just type in my address and whatever else I wanted on there. Bring in a QR code again. We're going to click on that. And so on and so forth. And then you're just going to go through the same procedures. Upload, manually add, or any from your database. Click continue to quote, click pay, and that's all there is to it. And I'll just show you just a couple things here. You can click on templates if you want to see all the different templates that are available before you go in and mail the card. That way you have an idea when you go in there what you want to use. But a very nice templates. And again, this is your wallet that you would go in and you would actually put buy credits in here, and then as you do your mailings, it would take from here. If you click on recipients over here, these are all the past recipients that you've mailed to. So what's great about this is that you can remail to the same the mail recipients that you've already had. You can add more again, or you can import a CSV file. Thank you for watching, and good luck. Okay, let's talk about the hub. I want you to think of the hub as your marketing dashboard to all of the marketing in your business. This is where the rubber meets the road. So let's talk about this a little bit. I want to point you to a couple of things. If you look up at the top, you see where it says platform demo. There's a demo of the platform, essentially what you watched already. There's a platform roadmap. This will, if you look at it, will tell you what we've completed for this platform and what is on the drawing board, what is currently in development. We haven't even started. We have so much, so many features that are going to be added to this platform just in the next few months that it's crazy. And we're adding more, some short-term horizon, some longer-term horizon. If there's anything you would like to see or some capability you would like to be able to do, go ahead and send us a feedback. That's what this is for. So you can go and click on that and give us your feedback, feature request, any issues that you may be having. That's what these things are for. This is your search box. So there's a very extensive help library. So if you, for instance, click on here, create QR. It found an article, takes you step by step on how to do each particular thing. This is very extensive. And so let us go back here. And you can also get to the help section, the complete help section over here on the left where it says help and learning. You can click on that. And again, you can search for all the different, through all the different articles. If you go up here and click on tutorials, it'll take you to all of our video tutorials by section, and these are still being completed, by the way. Let us go back here. And I just want to take you down along, just like with the hub, you can create a campaign. If you don't know what to do, click on the start a campaign and start with the goals. Generally, it's going to be one of these 6 things that you're trying to accomplish. And even after we've completed, we've gone through all of the, every one of the steps of the campaign, it doesn't mean that you can't go in and create another open house flyer, another listing flyer for you to use. The more different QR codes for different reasons, more the lead forms for you to create. So you can go in and create all of those various different things. And let us go ahead and start here. Under campaigns, I've showed you that. It shows you the live activity on what you've been doing, each and every module. And there's a couple of modules that we didn't hit that I'm going to go into. Okay. And you can jump into each of these modules just by clicking open module, and it'll take you right into that module. But in addition to that, you can also, on the left-hand side, go into each module. Like this is CRM, dashboard, contacts, leads, pipeline, lead forms, tasks, sequences, which we just set up. And if you scroll down a little, we have our partner program. So if you are a paid user, then you can become a platform affiliate. So in addition to your normal real estate business, you can earn 10% just by referring on a monthly basis just by referring people to the platform. And that can add up to a nice sizable income. And here we're just looking for independent contractors, association partners, and that sort of thing. But I showed you the helping lady. If you go into support, if you need support, just click on the support. You can submit a ticket. You can view and keep track of all of your tickets. Again, link to the help center, the video tutorials, and guided paths. Guided paths are specific things. Oh, that didn't work. So let us go back here. I clicked on the wrong thing. But guided paths are specific things that that are basically instruction manuals for doing this, instruction manual for doing that. It's to lead you towards a certain goal. That's what a guided path is. And you can browse the help by the support by topic. Okay. Very easy. If you go into your settings, you can. This is where you can change your agent profile. You go into security. You can change your password. Your notification. So the very different things that the platform notifies you. Like when a lead comes into any of your forms or QR codes, you can set it to you don't want it to notify you, or you can turn it on to notify you for those different in-app alerts, email alerts, include lead message. So if a lead comes through, you can have it include the message, include the lead source, and so on and so forth. This is your notifications. This section here is for agencies. If you are a part of a brokerage that is signed up, you would have access to that brokerage's agency. Okay, and then your billing, where you will you can buy AI credits if you happen to run out. You can change your plan. You can change your credit card information, but this is the billing section. The last thing I want to tell you, and this here allows you to upgrade to any plan. And when I say upgrade, you're already on the full system, but here it allows you to buy additional AI content packs on a one-time basis. And if you click on AI dashboard on the left-hand side, this gives you a real kicker on your AI credits. It tells you how many total credits you have available, how many monthly are included, how many you've purchased, how many bonus credits you may have for some reason, what is your average 7-day burn on how many credits you use on a daily basis. That will help you to determine whether or not your current number of credits you are actually going to have enough before the end of your subscription month. How many days it's estimated for your credits to be exhausted based on usage, and your projection, and it shows your credit balance and any usage forecast that you may have. And thank you for watching, and that is the Hub.